how long was it frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice, whispered, pardon me. There was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly respectable man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Sir, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing you know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender-brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new fan of me. Suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back of my mind, I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while I was wondering why an illiterate boy should attract him. Then all of a sudden he said that I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course it's a novel, but I didn't know it, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. Then he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist. Optometrist. You know what this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I'd like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said when? He said no. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. I picture my Paul there, reading aloud as I cook. As long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed, a chance that I'll never need to open a book. Unlike someone else, someone I dimly recall, I know he'll only have eyes for me, my optometrist, Paul. Love is blind. Love can tell a million stories. Love's unkind, spiteful in a million ways. Love is blind. Love can tell a million stories. Love's unkind, spiteful in a million ways. The love for in love like the Seven Dwarfs. Rotten Bob Jackson Paris. They all live happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel, eternally tied. As the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Ella, the girl of the cinders, did the wash in the walls and the windows. And she landed a prince who was brawny and blue-eyed and blonde. Still, I honestly doubt that she could ever have done it without that crazy lady with the wand. Cinderella had outside help. Fairy godmother, 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 where can you be? I haven't got a fairy godmother. I haven't even got a fairy. But I got a tiara. White was so pretty, they tell us that the queen was insulted and jealous when the mirror declared that Snow White was the fairest of all. She was dumped on the border, but saved by some men who adored her. Oh, I grant you, they were small, but there were 7 of them, practically a regiment. I'm a one and a knight, and a sword and a torch and a goblet inside. That girl had 7 little men. Think of the possibility. She lived happily, happily, happily ever after. A magical kiss counteracted the apple eventually. Though I know I'm not clever, I'll do what they tell me I have to. I want some happily ever after to happen to me. Rapunzel had platinum tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Till one night in despair down, she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. I wonder, no, it'll never do. I'll be finished before I begin. And besides, I don't want to get out. I want